Thank you. Welcome to the Twin Port Interchange Reconstruction Project. This is the monthly public update. My name is Ellie Keene. I'm a graduate engineer at MnDOT, and I will be giving you this presentation today. So this is a recent aerial view of the Twin Port Interchange project. As you can see, a lot has been going on. It looks very, very different than it used to when we started this project a year ago. And so I'll be going more into depth into each specific area of the project and really what's going on. If you were here in the last public update meeting, you can tell a lot of work has been done over the inlet and the outlet of the box culvert. It is now backfilled and there's a road on top of it. And so I'll be going more into depth about those things pretty soon. Just an overview, some of the project goals are to enhance safety by eliminating blind merges and left exits, replacing aging infrastructure, and to improve freight mobility. This project is located on Interstate 35 in between Highway 53 and 535. So here are the current work areas. The completed work has been highlighted in green and the in-progress work is highlighted in yellow. So today I'll be talking about all of the work that has been going on in the yellow regions. So first we are going to start at the combined Miller and Coffee Creek box culvert. I have highlighted the inlet and the outlet sections. Both of those sections have been completed now. And so looking at the inlet section, there is now a lot of dirt or fill on top of the box culvert. There's sheeting and shoring or metal plates that are holding up the road. And so that road is now going to be the bypass for north and southbound 35 as the rest of the work continues towards the east side of the project. If you look at the outlet section, that has also been backfilled or there is fill on top of it. And the tracks are going to be moved onto the top of that so we can work on the middle section of the box culvert. Here's a diagram just to show more about what's going on. The inlet section and the outlet section, as I said before, are both complete. There's temporary shoring to keep the fill and the existing 35 up and stabilized. And so 35 it will be going on the other side of the shoring as the cars are seen now. Their tracks will be moved from the inside the red box into the outlet section that is completed. So this middle section that's highlighted in the red box can be completed. Here's more of a ground view just to see what's going on. So the left picture, that is the outlet, or they're both the outlet, but the left picture, it has been dug out to provide flow from the St. Louis River all the way up to the cells of the box culvert. There has been rock placed to stabilize and prevent from erosion, and also seating that has been placed to prevent from erosion as well. The right picture shows what the box culvert looks like. It has been sanded and grouted and is ready to take on water. The tracks will be placed where all of the pickup trucks are now. Here's the inlet section of the Miller Creek box culvert. It is completed as well now. There are those ramps, those are called weirs. Those are to provide fish passage during low flow conditions. So when there's not much water, the water will be diverted into that middle cell that is open there, and that will provide passage for trout to swim upstream for spawning. During high flow conditions, water will be able to roll right over those ramps or weirs, and there's a drop off on the other side, and that will just provide a lot of capacity for the high flow. So these weirs are shaped as a ramp to prevent debris from blocking the cells. Oftentimes when there are high flow conditions or storms, there's a lot of trees and debris down, and that just prevents blockage from happening at the culvert and prevents overtopping. Moving upstream, this is the Coffee Creek open channel. As you can see, it has been rip-wrapped, or rock has been placed in the channel. There has been stabilization by seeding, and there is some grass that has begun to grow. Not sure what that is. And then on the right, there is that is the outlet of the Coffee Creek box culvert, and we'll be talking about that in the next slide. As you can see, there has been a lot of demos as well from the bridges that used to be there. Sorry. Yeah, so moving upstream, this is the Coffee Creek box culvert. That is moving under 22nd Avenue. So 22nd Avenue has been closed for a while, and this is one of the reasons. Coffee Creek is currently in this old brick arch, or old brick arch culvert that is underneath the Highway 53 bridge. And just with all of the construction and all of the weight that is being put on the bridge, or being put in that area, the culvert is just not suitable. That culvert was built in 1894. It's time for a new box. So the box is underneath 22nd Avenue, and it will run up until First Street, where it will be connecting to the existing. We have completed the work that we've been doing this year, but we don't want to close First Street and Superior Street at the same time. So we will be connecting that next year. As you can see, 22nd has been graded and is ready for surface drainage work and paving. Staying at the 22nd Avenue and Superior Street, on the left is a picture of the water main. So there's a water main running along Superior Street, and that had to be cut and moved a bit because of the box culvert that is going up the street now. So that water main is going up and over the box culvert and back down and connecting into the existing water main. And there's also a sanitary line, that is the picture on the right, that also had to be rerouted. It couldn't go in the alley underneath the bridge, so it had to be routed down onto 22nd Avenue onto Michigan Street. And so just like the picture before, that is all backfilled and graded, and that is ready for, yeah, surface drainage and paving. So here's a good panorama. You can see the Coffee Creek box culvert outlet. You can see that all of those bridges are gone. All the bridges that used to connect Highway 53 to the rest of the highways are gone. And there's this road in the middle. And I'll be talking about the road in the next few slides. So this is what we call the tulip area. If you just like squint really hard, it looks like a tulip, okay? So the left two boxes, those are piers. Those are some of the piers that will hold the new bridges that will be constructed next year. The right two boxes, those are bridge abutments. And so that is where a bridge connects to existing roadway. And so as you can see, the top one, that's that very large structure that you guys have been seeing as you're driving down 35. And then that lower box, that's the south abutment. They are doing foundation work there. So this gives more of a ground view of what's going on. So the top left picture, that is the south abutment. That's the foundation work that has been going on. Those piles, or those metal circular things in the air, those are battered, and so they're meant to be like that. That is to provide stabilization for the rest of the structure. Moving down to the bottom picture, that again is the north abutment. That's that huge thing that you guys have been seeing as you're driving along 35. That is very tall to provide space for the trains to move along. That's in a rail yard, and so trains need to have clearance, and so that's why that is so tall, because the bridge will be that tall. Moving over to the right top picture, that is a bridge pier that has been completed, and it looks very nice. And so moving down to the bottom right picture, that is another bridge pier that has been poured with concrete, and we are just waiting for that concrete to cure so we can take the forms off. Here's the 27th Avenue Bridge. This has been painted to provide a very nice aesthetic. This paint job or idea will be transferred throughout the rest of the project. That is how a lot of the structures will look. As you can tell, only the right side has been painted. We don't like to paint over moving traffic because no one needs a new paint job on their car. And so eventually we will be moving north and southbound 35, which I'll talk about in a little bit here, under the right side of this photo. And so we can paint and do some more work on the project on the left side. So there's a lot of traffic impacts that are happening. Specifically, Superior Street is still closed at 22nd Avenue. That has a tentative reopening of October 8th. That is pretty dependent on weather. Michigan Street is closed starting today at 22nd Avenue to start demoing the Highway 53 bridge. That bridge will be demoed a little bit past Superior Street for now, and so Michigan Street will reopen on October 2nd. Lower Michigan Street remains closed, and that will remain closed for a few years. So southbound 35 can use that area to drive. So southbound traffic shifts starting today, September 27th. Um, as you can kind of tell, I have highlighted 35 southbound in yellow. And so there's a shift from 35 onto Lower Michigan Street. And then that Lower Michigan Street turns into a bypass that will go over the inlet section of the culvert and then under 27th Avenue. So that shift should be happening by the end of the day today. That will be 2 lanes, and just to get everything, all the signs set up and barrier and all set, it will be 1 lane for a bit, but by the end of the day tomorrow, it should be open to 2 lanes. 35 northbound will still be where it is for the next 2 weeks, but starting today, the ramp from southbound 35 to 535 has been closed. So keep in mind as I switch to this next slide, pay attention to 35 northbound. So 35 northbound will be also flipping is starting October 8th. It will be moving to previous southbound. And so that will provide a lot of room just for being able to construct everything to the east or to like the bottom half of this diagram. With that switch, the ramp from 35 north to 535 is going to be closed. The ramp from 535 to 35 northbound will remain open for a few more weeks. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a bird's eye view and use these pictures. So starting in the left picture, you can see that there will be 2 lanes of traffic. It will shift from 30 where it is now onto this lower Michigan Street. And then northbound will also be switching back into the normal configuration. So that's at the north end of the project. Switching over to the right picture, you can see that 35 southbound will be traveling along Lower Michigan, and that will be happening for the next few years until late 2023, maybe early 2024. And so northbound will also be switching into the old southbound lane. So that it'll be nice to have 2 lanes of traffic because no one has been liking this 1 lane of traffic deal all summer. And it will be great for winter season and snowplow and it'll be much safer. So if you do like a 180-degree turn in the air, you can kind of see where southbound is headed. So southbound is headed over that inlet section of the box culvert, along with northbound. Just a reminder, southbound is highlighted in yellow, northbound is highlighted in blue. And so they'll both be going over that inlet section so that the rest of the box culvert can be constructed. If you look way over to the left of this picture, there are some white lines. Those are where the tracks will be moved onto the outlet section of the box culvert to just provide a full working area for that box. And then onto 27th Avenue, where I have marked at the top left. Again, southbound is in yellow, northbound is in blue. Those will be moving back to the normal configuration just south of the 27th Avenue. So as you can tell, both of them are going underneath that 27th Avenue on the left side of the bridge. And so we can paint the right side and do a lot of work on the right side of the entire project. Superior Street access to Mesaba Avenue and I-35 southbound from downtown will open again by Friday, October 1st. So that will provide much better flow of traffic. So I just want to go over some of the detours with all of these closures. So if you're going from 35 southbound to 535 southbound, just continue along 35. You can get onto the Bong Bridge and go over 32, and you can go on to the Hammond Avenue or continue along Highway 2 to Highway 53. You're going from 535 northbound to I-35 northbound, you can do the same thing. Get off of 53 onto Highway 2 in Superior, follow Highway 2 over the Bong Bridge, and you can go north or southbound on 35 there. If you're going 53 southbound to 35 northbound, you can take I-194 central entrance to Mesaba Avenue. There's a little zigzag pattern to get onto 5th Avenue West or Harbor Drive, and you can get onto 35 northbound there. We're going 35 northbound, or sorry, 35 southbound to 53 northbound. Continue along at 35. You can get off at 40th Avenue West and go north on Haynes Road to Central Entrance. This detour is already in place, so this is just a reminder. If you're looking to go from 53 southbound to 35 southbound, just get off the 21st Avenue exit, take 3rd Street, and you can get back on at 27th Avenue. And here we have the 35 northbound to 53 northbound detour. You take 35 up Mesaba over to Central Entrance or 194, and that will get you over to 53. Lastly, we have 53 southbound to 535 southbound. You can get off 53 at 21st Avenue. You can take 1st Street and go along Garfield. Same in the other direction, 535 northbound to 53 northbound. You can take Garfield Avenue over to Piedmont and 1st Street, take 21st, and you can get onto 53 from there. This provides access to the Piedmont neighborhoods and the business district. So again, that was a lot of detours. You can find all of this information online if you just have to Google MnDOT Twin Port Interchange. You should find this screen on the left. Just click the detour maps, and then on the right, I have highlighted all of the detour maps that we are currently. So overall, we are in the fall of 2021 to the fall of 2023 staging. And so we'll be maintaining 2 lanes in each direction on 35, which will keep traffic flowing and will be so much nicer than this summer. Lower Michigan Street will be closed to local businesses for the next few years. That will be where southbound will be until the fall of 2023 or summer of 2024. This will provide for year-round construction, and it will complete the project sooner, which we all like. And the fall of 2023, substantial completion for the interstate bridge work will be completed, and final completion will be the summer of 2020. We have a partnership between MnDOT, MnOSHA, and the AKJV, or the main contractor, on site. We conduct monthly team project walkthroughs. And since the start of construction, which was October 12th of 2020, we have logged over 158,000 work hours with 0 recordable injuries, which is pretty amazing. So we have some updated billboards in place. We have a billboard on 53 near Hawthorne and one on 35 near Hinckley. If you would like to call our hotline, it is 218-343-3748. You can use 511 for updates. You can Google Minnesota 511. It should come up. There's a lot of information on that site. If you'd like to sign up for updates on the project website, below is the project website, and you can also just Google MnDOT Twin Port Interchange, and it should lead you to that link. There are some more posted videos. We have been creating original videos with specific information. If you really like hearing my voice, you can listen to the Miller Coffee Creek video that is on our website, along with the TPI progress update from July, bridge demo videos, and many more. We'll be hosting these meetings regularly. Regular construction update meetings are still being held virtually. Details to attend will be on the project meetings tab. Recordings of the meetings are posted and viewed when convenient. So if you'd like to share this video with your friends, feel free. Lastly, we have time-lapse cameras. They're linked to our project webpage. We have a time-lapse camera near 27th Avenue West pointing north and near Garfield Avenue overpass pointing south. Those are pretty sweet, so you should check those out. Here are just more information about our website. Yeah, you can see a lot more videos and the time-lapse cameras. So yeah, we'll be taking some questions now, or you can reach out to Pete Marthaler. He's the TPI construction manager, or Pat Houston. He is the major projects engineer. Thank you.
This is Pete Marthaler, major projects manager, construction manager. I just want to provide a little bit of clarification. Ellie stated in the presentation that that we will have Lower Michigan closed for the next couple of years, and that is correct. But the slight difference is that we'll be using Lower Michigan as a southbound bypass for the next calendar year. After which point we're going to move southbound traffic up onto the newly completed portions. But again, Lower Michigan will stay closed until about summer 2024 to give us time to rebuild and have working space to work on the demo and construction work for the southbound portion. So we'll have retaining walls against Lower Michigan there, and we'll need space to build those up. So got a lot of people attending today, more than normal. Good job, Ellie.
Thank you.
No problem, Jason. Our pleasure. So, Pippi, will our next project information meeting will be 25th? Is that correct? Yep. All right. So she confirmed the 25th.